The Cowboys are heading north this week off to Detroit, where they'll face a Lions squad hoping to have its signal caller back, not having fared very well without him last week. Predictions are on the horizon, but before we watch the sunset on this preview, let's sort through a few stats. Ezekiel Elliott may have skipped out on some meals last week against the Vikings, but on paper, he could enjoy an early Thanksgiving feast this week. Zeke, despite that subpar performance, still is top 10 in rushing yards in the NFL this season and is averaging 4.4 yards a carry. It's somewhat rare that he puts up back-to-back games like that, so the law of averages is on his side as well. And so is Detroit's inability to stop the run. The Lions have allowed 4.6 yards a carry, which ranks 22nd, and are 26th in rush yards per game allowed at 129.7. And the reality is their pass D hasn't performed much better either. 27th in yards per game allowed at 272.4. They've given up an even 100 passer rating, which is 23rd, and the 12.6 yards per catch they allow is 28th. All numbers that seemingly play into Dak Prescott's hands.
Who rolls and looks and throws and directs traffic, and that one is a touchdown again.
Prescott was 3 yards shy of throwing for 400 yards, and he tacked on 3 TD passes last week. The Cowboys' passing attack has been one of the most prolific in the NFL, 3rd in passing yards per game, 4th in yards per completion, and tops in yards per attempt. So Dallas's offensive stats look pretty good when you stack them next to Detroit's defensive numbers, and the same is true when you flip things around, especially if Detroit has to go another game without Matthew Stafford.
Quick hitter is intercepted by Kwiatkowski.
Detroit's offense came to a grounding halt last week with Jeff Driskel filling in behind center. Stafford's status for this week is up in the air, and without him, the Lions would again find themselves at a distinct disadvantage.
And that ball is intercepted by Woods.
Dallas's pass D has only given up 219.8 yards through the air, 6th best, have held QBs to an 89.3 passer rating, and have only allowed 6.7 yards per pass attempt, good for 6th as well. That's a steep climb, even if Stafford is able to go, but manageable if he's healthy. Stafford's quietly had a very good season, and with little to no help from his run game, is pretty much the only real source of offense for the Lions. So it's two teams famous for playing on Turkey Day, getting together a few weeks before the big feast. The sun is now setting on this preview, so it's the perfect time to unveil those predictions.
Cooper out to the left. Prescott, a little shoulder shake, then fires to Michael Gallup, and he will gallop into the end zone for a touchdown.